So in regression we observe one of the variable as dependent variable and the other variable as independent variable. So if there are two variables under study, okay, by plotting on a bivariate axis, by taking one of the variable on x-axis and other variable on y-axis, if the points plotted gives you a linear relationships, that is, if the point plotted joins a straight line, we call the regression as linear regression. If the after joining, if you observe any curvilinear, we call that as curvilinear regression. So there are two types of regressions, linear regression and curvilinear regression. Whenever the points are joined, it frames a straight line, we call the relationship as the linear regression. Otherwise we call that as a curvilinear regression. So let us say that we have two variables under study. Then x may be a dependent variable or y may be dependent variable. There are two possible cases, like as I said you, in regression you are going to observe two variables called dependent and independent. When you have two variables, x may be dependent variable or in that case y will be independent variable. This is one case. The other case is nothing but x is independent variable and y is dependent variable. So these are the two possible cases we have. Whenever we have two variables, x may be dependent or y may be dependent. So we are going to get two regression equations. What are the two regression lines is nothing but, in general, whenever we have two variables, we are going to get two regression lines or regression equations. So let us derive the first one, which is nothing but derivation of regression equation of y on x. We will have two regression lines, regression of y on x and regression of x on y. Y on x is nothing but, here y left hand side is always considered as the dependent variable. If it is the case, if there are two variables, we will have regression equation of y on x and x on y. On y on x, we are going to consider y as the dependent variable, x as the independent variable. If it is x on y, we are going to consider this as dependent variable. Always the left hand side variables are considered as the dependent variable. The right hand side variables are considered as the independent variables. So depending upon this, we are going to derive two regression lines. First one is derivation of regression equation of y on x and derivation of regression equation of x on y. So y on x and x on y, if you can understand the derivation of y on x on y will be easy. So let us see what are the major steps involved in this. All these we are going to consider is linear regression, which indicates that whenever we plot the given data on a bivariate axis, if it forms a straight line, we call the regression as the linear regression. As we are considering y on x, you can write that as the regression equation as y is equal to a plus bx. Linear means straight line. So as you are calling this as y on x equation, we will start writing with y is equal to a plus bx. If it is x on y, you will write x is equal to a plus by. So how many lines you will have? Y on x and x on y. If it is y on x, the regression equation is y is equal to a plus bx. If it is x on y, you will start with x is equal to a plus by. So here what are the two variables here? Here as I said you that the left hand side variables is called dependent variable. Here y is dependent variable, x is independent variable. As I said you, left hand side variables are dependent, right hand side variables are independent variables. What are the two unknown constants here? A comma b are unknown constants. So here your job is to find out a comma b. So how do you find these two variables is using curve fitting, I think, which we have already discussed. This is a straight line involving two variables x comma y and two unknown constants a comma b. If you can find out those two unknown constants a comma b, you will get the required regression equation of y on x. So how to find out these two unknown constants? These two unknown constants can be calculated by using curve fitting or principle of least squares. As you have two constants, we are going to get how many normal equations? You will get two normal equations. Try to understand this one, because if you can understand this, x on y will be easy. Name this as equation 1. So what will be the normal equations? You will get one with respect to a and one with respect to b. Better you recall, these are the normal equations. Let us name this as equation number 2 and equation number 3. So while doing numerical problems, I think you'll find out these totals and you'll solve these equations to calculate a comma b. But here we are going to solve these equations. Let us see how to solve. Take this as equation number 2. Write the normal equations. Name as equation number 2 and 3. Now the same steps. You divide equation number 2 by n and also equation number 3 by n. So if you divide the equation number 2 with n on both sides, sigma yi by n is equal to an by n plus b sigma xi by n. Sigma yi by n is nothing but y bar is equal to, these two cancels, a plus bx bar. Okay, by dividing 2 with n we got this equation. Similarly, you divide equation number 3 with n, you will get 1 by n sigma xi yi is equal to a sigma xi by n plus b sigma xi square by n. So write this as 1 sigma xi yi, 1 a into sigma xi by n is nothing but x bar plus b into sigma xi square by n. So you have considered this as equation number 1. When y on x, you will start with y is equal to a plus bx. To find out these two constants, we are using principle of least squares. Using that, write down the two normal equations, as you know how to write these two normal equations. Name that as 2 and 3. Now divide 2 with n and 3 with n. You got two new equations in this way. So let us write y bar is equal to a plus bx bar is the first. By dividing 2 with n, you got this equation. By dividing 3 with n, you got another new equation in this way. 1, 2, 3 we have already numbered. Let us write this as equation number 4 and equation number 5. So if you observe equation 1 and 4, okay, what is equation number 1? You have y is equal to a plus bx. In the fourth equation you have y bar is equal to a plus bx bar. So if you observe here, in place of y you have y bar, in place of x you have x bar. So using these two, we can write that equation 1 passes through the point x bar comma y bar. So if you observe 1 and 4, in place of x you have x bar, in place of y you have y bar. By comparing these two, we can write the line, say that calling that equation 1 passes through the point x bar comma y bar. So this is the observation. What is your job? Actually, you need to find out a comma b from these two normal equations. Let us rewrite these two equations again. What is equation number 4? Y bar is equal to a plus bx bar. 1 by n sigma xi yi is equal to ax bar plus b into 1 by n sigma xi square. So to solve these two equations, okay, let us, as you have y bar here, you multiply this equation number 4 with x bar. As you have y bar here, both sides you multiply with x bar, you will get x bar y bar is equal to ax bar plus. Why to multiply? This means to solve these two equations by elimination method, coefficient of a's or b should be the same. So here you have coefficient of a is x bar. So let us multiply this with equation 4 with x bar, so that while subtracting these two will get cancels. Okay, 1 by n sigma xi yi is equal to ax bar plus b into 1 by n sigma xi square. So if you subtract these two, so I think x bar y bar minus 1 by n sigma xi yi is equal to these two cancels. You'll get b x bar square minus b into 1 by n sigma xi square. Do you remember the formulas for covariance of xy? What is the formula for covariance of xy? 1 by n sigma xi yi minus x bar y bar. What is variance of x? 1 by n sigma xi square minus x bar square. So if you observe these two, you have this term here. If you take minus common from here, you will get 1 by n sigma xi yi minus x bar y bar is equal to, you take out minus here also common, minus b 1 by n sigma xi square minus x bar square. Minus minus cancels. So 1 by n sigma xi yi minus x bar y bar is covariance of x comma y. This is b into, this is nothing but variance of x. So b will be covariance of x comma y by variance of x. So what is the formula for r? R is covariance of x comma y by sigma x into sigma y. So covariance of x comma y can be substituted with r sigma x sigma y. So you'll get b is equal to r sigma x sigma y by variance of x can be written as sigma x square. So you got b is equal to r sigma y by sigma x. So you got the value of b here. So you got b as r into sigma x by sigma y. So just if you in the previous point we have discussed that by observing 1 and 4, we have observed that equation 1 passes through the point x bar comma y bar. So this is the original line we have considered. I think this is called here slope. Am I right? Y is equal to mx plus c means coefficient of x. M is called slope. Here, as this is a straight line form, here the slope is b. So if you have a point in the intermediate, I think you have learned, you have a point x1 y1 and I have a slope m means equation of line passing through the point x1 y1 is nothing but y minus y1 is equal to m into x minus x1. This is the one you have in your coordinate geometry, that you have a slope, you are given with slope and equation of the line passing through the point x1 y1, then equation of line will be y minus y1 is equal to m into x minus x bar. So here this you can consider m is equal to, as b is the slope, r into sigma y sigma x, and also observe that 1 passes through the point x bar comma y bar. So using this we can write, in place of x1 you have x bar, in place of y1 you have y bar, in place of m you have r into sigma y sigma x. The equation will be y minus y bar is equal to m is r into sigma y by sigma x into x minus x bar. This is called the regression equation of y on x, and this r into sigma y by sigma x is called the regression coefficient of y on x. Okay, so again I'll on the brief I'll explain. So you'll have two regression lines, regression equation of x on y and y on x. For y on x, you'll consider y is equal to a plus bx is the regression equation, and the left hand side variable is always considered as the dependent variable, right hand side variable is always considered the independent variable. So here you need to find out this regression lines. You can find out a comma b, or if you can find out the slope of the equation, you can write the equation of the line also. So let us write the normal equations for this straight line. Y is equal to a plus bx. If it is a line, you know that these two are the normal equation. Name this as 1. Two normal equations as 2, 3. You divide 2 with n and 3 with n. You will get two new equations. Name those as equation number 4, 5. If we observe 1, 4, we can say that equation 1 passes through the point x bar comma y bar. So we got equation number 4 comma 5, and you have a line passing point passing through the line x bar and y bar. If you can find out this slope, writing the normal equation will be easy. So for this, what you will do is to find out b, the a should be eliminated from this. To eliminate a, you have a coefficient is x bar. Better you multiply 4 with x bar, and then if you subtract one from the other, a will be eliminated. You will get the value of b. So I got the value of b as covariance of x comma y by variance of xy. This covariance of x comma y, I want to write in terms of variance. You know that r is equal to covariance by sigma x into sigma y. Then write covariance as r into sigma x sigma y. Substitute b there. Then you will get b by x value, b value. Now if you observe this, this is called the slope of the equation. So you have slope and passing through a point. You can write the normal equations using, if x1 and y1 are the point through which the line passes, m is the slope. You can write y minus y1 is equal to m into x minus x bar. So y minus in place of x bar, y bar is the point. You will get y minus y bar is equal to r into sigma x by sigma x into x minus x bar. This is called the regression equation of y on x, and this r into sigma y by sigma x is called the regression equation coefficient of y on x. Thank you.